Thanks for buying that duplex for us. I'm so excited.
Well, now you won't have to live alone anymore. I'm so happy we could do this for you. I really hope you enjoy living in the new place.
More than anything, I'm just so happy that I get to live with my daughter now.
Oh my God. Did you just call me your daughter? Oh, that makes me so happy.
Hold your horses. That's not what I meant at all. Don't get it twisted.
Excuse me?
I'm talking about Monica. Who else would I be talking about?
I'm afraid I don't follow.
You've never been the sharpest tool in the shed, have you? I guess I shouldn't have expected you to change.
But what are you talking about? What do you mean you're going to be living with Monica?
You heard me. I'm going to be living in that duplex that you bought with Monica and her husband. What's so hard to understand about that?
That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Like I said, you never were the smartest one, huh? I don't see what's so hard to understand. I should have known that my loser son would find a no-good wife like you. Who else would he end up with?
I'm used to you insulting me, but do you really have to talk like that about your own son?
Why wouldn't I? It's just the truth. Compared to my beautiful daughter, you're just an ugly good-for-nothing.
Do you really have to go that far? What did I ever do to you?
Oh, if only Craig had married somebody a little bit more like his little sister. Maybe his life would have been a little bit better. But we can all see how it's turned out now. There's no hope for him at this point.
You know, maybe I'm not as beautiful as she is, but is that really so important to you?
Well, not many people are. But even compared to the average woman, you don't measure up at all. You've got a face like a horse.
How can you be so terrible to me?
It grosses me out to think that you're technically my family. I try not to think about it too much.
I don't know why you've always been so terrible to Craig, but he still never gives up on you. You are his mother, after all, so he keeps holding out hope that someday you'll change.
Well, I am the one who raised him. He owes me for that. Of course he won't give up on me.
And even though you've always been terrible to me, I still wish we could have a better relationship. That's the whole reason we bought this duplex in the first place, so that we could try to have a better relationship going forward.
You think I could have a good relationship with you? You must be out of your mind. Oh, give me a break. Just thinking about it makes me want to puke.
Then what was all this about anyway? I thought you said you wanted to live with us.
That's not exactly what I meant. I said I didn't want to live alone anymore, but I always wanted to live with Monica and her husband, not you guys.
So why didn't you ask her to buy a house then? You should have gone to talk to your wonderful daughter about this instead.
I didn't want to lay such a heavy burden on her. She doesn't deserve that.
So you thought you'd trick us into doing it? There's no reason you should be treating us this way. We're still your family.
I don't want to hear any more complaints from you. All I want from you is more money. Give me money.
Even after all this, you're still going to try to demand more money? I can't believe you.
Of course I'm going to ask you for money. Why wouldn't I? That's all you guys are to me. You're just a source of money.
So, do you really think that I'm inclined to give you any money after you say all these horrible things to me?
What's wrong? Did I hurt your feelings?
This isn't just about money anymore. There's no way we're giving that house to you. We bought it.
What are you talking about? You bought that house for me. How can you try to claim that that house isn't mine? I'm the whole reason you bought it in the first place. It's already mine.
Excuse me?
But I do want you to keep it in your name. I don't want to pay any taxes on it. Oh, and you guys will need to take care of all the utility bills for me, too.
What in the world is wrong with you?
If you're not going to give me any money anymore, then I have no need for either one of you anymore. I'm cutting you out of my life forever.
Oh, would you really do that for me?
Of course I would. Like I said, if you're not giving me any more money, then I don't need you anymore. I can't stand the sight of you anyway. I hope I never have to see you again.
My name is Lucy. I'm 35 years old. I live with my husband, Craig. He's 38 years old. My insane mother-in-law, Rachel, is 70 years old. Craig's father died a few years ago, and since then, Rachel's been living by herself. Around last year, she started complaining about being lonely, living by herself. She said she wanted to live with someone again. Although she had never been very nice to me or even to Craig, we thought we should do something for her. And Craig's never been very good at standing up to her anyway, so he couldn't really say no to her. We talked it over and we decided we would buy a duplex so she could live with us without getting in our hair too much. We were hoping this could be an opportunity to start off on a new foot with her. All we wanted to do was try to build a better relationship with Rachel moving forward. But it seems like she herself had no intention of that ever happening. I couldn't believe that she was saying she was going to take that duplex from us, after all that we had done for her. But her insane rampage didn't stop there. It was just getting started.
I'll be taking this map to the new house with me when I leave. Thanks.
Excuse me?
I need to know the address of the new place. I knew the general area, but I didn't know exactly where it was. Luckily, I found this map. I'm glad I came by your place so I could look for it.
Did you just sneak into my house when I wasn't home?
Oh, you don't have to act like I did something bad. I made a spare key for myself a while ago. It's not like I broke in.
When did you do that? You never asked me about it.
Remember when I came to bring you guys some souvenirs? Surely you haven't forgotten.
Of course I remember those canned pineapples. You made such a convincing label to convince us they were fresh from Hawaii. Is that the time you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the one. A pineapple is a pineapple anyway, right? What do you have to complain about? At least I bought you something.
You thought you were being so funny. You have a real sick sense of humor.
Well, when you were in the other room throwing a tantrum, I went into your purse and found a key. I took it and made a copy before you even realized it was gone.
I was so pissed I didn't want to be around you. I guess I never should have left you alone with anything valuable.
So anyway, I used that spare key to get in. I'm just here for a visit. I've done nothing wrong.
What are you talking about? You can't just go into somebody's house without their permission while they're not home. Everyone knows that.
But I thought you'd appreciate me coming by for a visit. It's not my fault that you weren't here.
You must know that Craig and I are both out working at this time. Please tell me you haven't messed things up around the house too much.
I just made myself some coffee and watched a little TV. You know I can't miss Ellen.
Who told you you could drink my coffee and watch my TV? I'm taking that key back from you as soon as I can.
Well, I don't even have it anymore. I gave the key to an organization that is trying to house the homeless. I told them they could use the house however they saw fit.
You did what now?
By now, I'd imagine they're enjoying themselves in their new home.
Why would you do something like that? Why would you think that's okay?
I only did it because of my strong volunteer spirit. I feel like I've done something so wonderful for the community.
I am reporting you to the police.
How could you do that to me? And think about the poor homeless. They finally found a place to live.
That's my house. Unfortunately, they can't all just live there with us.
But I'm sure they're feeling so happy right about now. How could you turn them back out into the cold like that? They're so desperate for a place to live.
Don't try to blame this on me. None of this would have happened if you hadn't tried to steal my house out from under me. This is all your fault.
What do you think? They're all trying to steal valuables from your house? Trust me, you have nothing to worry about on that front.
What do you mean by that?
I already gathered up anything of value and took it with me.
I knew you were up to no good in my house.
I only took those things for their safekeeping. I did it for your own good. It's not like you really had anything worth stealing anyway, except for the ring that I found on the shelf in your bedroom. I have to admit that was pretty valuable.
That's my wedding ring. You have to give it back.
Too bad. I already pawned it off.
How could you?
You know, I only got $8,000 for it. I was hoping it would be worth a little more. Anyway, I'll be keeping that money as a celebration of moving into my new home. Thanks for the gift.
You're Unbelievable.
Now, I really have no use for you or Craig anymore.
You're right about one thing. There's no going back from this. You've gone too far this time.
Then we're in agreement. We all agree that it's the best if we never see each other again. So don't you ever come near me, ever again. I can't wait to move in here with my daughter and her husband, just like I planned. I'm in the process of moving right now.
Oh, you are you? And just where do you think you're moving to?
Into the duplex you guys bought for me. Where else would I be going?
I don't think that's going to work out for you.
Are you still trying to claim that you're not going to give this house to me? I already told you it's mine. You can't stop me.
No, that's not what I meant. The house isn't even finished yet. Didn't you know that?
But there's this beautiful house right here in front of my eyes. You can't fool me. What do you think, I'm stupid?
That's somebody else's house.
Stop trying to trick me. It's 5140 Elm Street.
5240 Elm Street.
What did you just say?
The house that we're buying is at 5240 Elm Street, not 5140.
You can't be serious.
You said you found a map at our house, right?
Yes, I did. What about it?
Well, you know it took us a while to plan everything out for the new house.
Yes, I was getting really impatient. Took you guys forever.
We looked at a couple of different lots to buy the house on. We ultimately decided our one that was a block over from our initial plans.
Hold on a minute. So, you're telling me this is really some stranger's house?
Look a little closer. Does it look like someone's already living there?
Oh my god, there's a nameplate on the door that said the Smiths. Who are the Smiths?
Now do you get it?
But this looks just like the house I had imagined. I was so sure it was mine.
Blinded by your own selfishness again.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it from you. But the movers already left with the truck. What am I supposed to do now?
What do you mean the movers already left? So where is all your stuff right now?
I was planning on making Craig come move it all into the house later. I had the movers just leave it all outside. I knew Craig would come running for me.
But I thought that you had no more use for us. What happened to that? You still want to use Craig for hard labor when it's convenient for you, huh?
Well, he's never been much use to me for most of his life. He still owes me. I raised him after all. I figured this is the least he could do for me before I cut him out of my life forever.
I can't believe what a terrible mother you are.
Whatever. It's not the problem anymore. I need you to get over here and gather up all my stuff for me.
Excuse me?
I'm going to have to live with you guys until the house is finished.
Why in the world would we ever let you do that?
Do you think I'm happy about it? Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this unless I absolutely had to. I already sold my old place. I have no place else to go.
Are you sure you can't buy your old place back?
I already used all the money to buy new furniture. I don't have anything left.
So you're just sitting outside with a bunch of new furniture right now? Do you know how crazy you must look? What are the Smiths going to think?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why you need to get over here and help me right now.
Why would I ever want to help you? You've been nothing but terrible to me.
How could you do this to me?
I have no interest in dealing with your selfishness anymore. You're on your own.
You can't just leave me here like this.
What happened to your wonderful plan? I thought you were going to be living with Monica and her husband. Where are they? Why can't you ask them to come help you?
I guess I could try. I'm sure she'd be happy to let me live with her for a little while.
Well, if that's the plan, then you better hurry up and give her a call. You can't be out there with all that furniture all day. I don't think you'll be able to get a hold of her, though.
What do you mean? Why not?
Monica changed her phone number.
Would you stop lying? Why would you do a thing like that?
Go ahead, try call her. You'll see exactly what I mean.
Oh my god, it says this number is no longer in use. What is going on here?
Monica and her husband decided they don't want anything to do with you anymore. They're cutting you off.
There's no way she would ever do that to me. I'm her mother.
Monica's been fed up with you for a while now. She never liked the way you play favorites, even though she was your favorite.
But she's never said anything like that to me. How could that be true?
Well, that's how she really feels. She does love Craig after all. She just never felt like she could tell you before.
But she was excited about living in the duplex with me.
She was just going along with your plans because she didn't want to upset you. She knows how crazy you can get.
No! She's such a nice girl. She would never think of doing something like this to me.
You are her mother, so she was able to put up with your behavior until now. But this time, even she thinks you went too far. She couldn't believe that you would try to do what you're doing.
Why would she care about that? It was better for her that way.
Because she thinks about people other than herself? I know that's difficult for you to comprehend.
No, Monica would never do this to me. Not her. You're making this all up.
Then why can't you get a hold of her? How am I making that up?
There must be some other explanation for it. She wouldn't do this to hide from me. I'm going to go to her house right now and check it out for myself.
That sounds like a great idea. That'll be the quickest way for you to know that I'm telling the truth. Once you see that empty house, you'll know that everything that I'm telling you is true.
Empty house? What are you talking about?
She and her husband already moved into a new place. Of course, it's a place of their own. They would never try to steal the house that we bought.
Stop lying. You're not fooling anyone.
If that's what you really think, then go see for yourself. It'll just be a big waste of time, but I don't really care.
Are you telling me she really is gone?
Are you finally starting to believe me?
Is my beautiful Monica really abandoning me like this?
Yes, she is. And Craig and I will be abandoning you shortly.
Wait a minute. What am I supposed to do now? Where am I supposed to go?
Why should I care?
All my stuff is out here in the street, and I don't have anywhere to go. What am I going to do now? I really don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. It's supposed to start raining heavily pretty soon.
Are you kidding me?
It'll be a shame if all your new furniture got rained on. You wouldn't even be able to return it then.
I need to find a new apartment, fast.
Oh, good luck with that. You know, there's a housing crisis in the city. All the apartments are getting bought up by corporations. It's going to be extremely difficult for you to find an apartment at all, let alone right now.
No way.
You're about to get exactly what you deserve.
You need to give me some money right now. Even if I can't find an apartment right now, I'm sure I can find a hotel to stay in. And I need to put my stuff in storage. I've got to get it away from the rain as soon as possible.
There's no way I'm giving you a dime. Why in the world would I do that? In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to sue you for damages.
Excuse me? You're going to sue me?
You at least owe me the money for the wedding ring that you stole from my house.
I told you that was in celebration of me moving into my new home. You can't do that to me.
That lame excuse isn't going to work on me, and it won't work in court. You could be arrested for theft.
Oh my God. Are they coming to get me? Did you call the police on me?
No, I thought that would be too good for you, so I decided not to file a police report.
Would you make up your mind one way or the other?
I have my reasons, not sure you'll like them. When the cops came to clear all the homeless people out of my house, they told me something.
What's that?
They told me something really interesting about jail. I'd never really thought about it before. When you go to jail, at least you have a roof over your head. So he said sometimes a lot of those homeless people try to get themselves put in jail at least for a night.
I guess that would be better for them than being on the streets.
So what I'm trying to say is, I don't even want you to have a roof over your head. I want you to be stuck out there in the cold rain. That's why I decided not to file a police report.
Oh, that's why? How could you be so cruel?
But I will be filing a civil suit against you. Like I said, you at least owe me for the ring that you stole. Plus, I want you to pay back the money that we spent cleaning up the house. You're going to owe us at least $10,000 when it's all said and done?
How am I ever supposed to pay for that? You know I don't have any money.
Why is that my problem? Good luck figuring out while you're standing there in the cold rain all day.
Listen, Lucy, I'm sure we can work this out. Let's just talk things over.
God, you're such a disgusting person. Where's this sudden change coming from?
Let's just forget about our past, huh? It's all just water under the bridge. Let's live together like we planned.
Ew, gross. No way.
But the new house you bought is a duplex. You're going to have so much wasted space without me there.
My parents are going to be living with us instead, so you don't need to worry about that.
I don't care about what your parents want to do. What about me? Let's make up and live together after all. What do you say?
I used to think I wanted to have a better relationship with you, but those feelings are all entirely gone now. And it's entirely your fault. You brought this on yourself.
No, it's not too late. We can start all over, right?
There's absolutely no way you need to give up on that idea right now.
But I don't have that much time left. You wouldn't do this to an old lady like me, would you? How are you going to be able to sleep at night?
Oh, I am going to sleep like a baby knowing that you're out of my life forever.
Don't say that to me. You have to help me. Oh my God, it already started raining. You have to come help me right now. What am I going to do?
No matter how many times you ask me, there's no way I'm coming to help you. Hope you enjoy getting soaked to the bone.
But what's going to happen to me? I'm going to become homeless. Is that what you want?
That sounds awesome. I think it'll be good for you. Maybe hitting rock bottom will finally make you realize what a terrible person you've been your whole life. You need some time to think about what you've done.
But at my age, if I hit rock bottom, I'll never be able to climb back up. How am I supposed to come back from this? That's not how I want to spend out the rest of my years. Please don't do this to me.
Rachel stood there in a daze for a while, not knowing what to do with herself. I think she was probably in shock. Eventually, Mr. Smith came out of his house to yell at her to get off his lawn. Apparently, that's what made her snap back to reality. She used some of the little money she had left to buy a little handcart. Then she found a vacant lot nearby. It took her a whole lot of trips going back and forth, but she eventually moved all her stuff into that vacant lot. After that, she had no choice but to just live as a homeless person for a while. And then I went ahead and filed that civil suit against her. Eventually, she did find a place that she could live. All she had was a single tiny room. She didn't even own a bathroom. It was a shared bathroom kind of situation. Her new furniture was all ruined by the rain. Not that she had any room for it in her tiny apartment anyway. She shoved in whatever she could. I'd imagine it looks more like a junkyard in there than a room where somebody lives. She has no source of income besides her Social Security, so it's going to be very, very hard for her to pay back the $10,000 that she owes us. Even in installments, it's going to take her forever. She had to get a job as a dishwasher. Social Security was never going to be enough. Now she lives a sad, lonely, poor life. On the other hand, we moved into that nice new duplex that we bought. We're happy to have my parents move in with us too. We're all living a nice, peaceful life now. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and let us know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and press the bell for notifications.